10 Health Benefits of THC. We believe that it is only a matter of time before modern medicine is important to treat patients using plants. Probably we can find effective treatments for a host of valuable partnership with the hemp plant. However, today we can see that the THC is the main active ingredient and illegal treatment of patients with cancer, epilepsy, AIDS and the like. Here are 10 health benefits proven by science of THC. Enjoy. Treats asthma attacks. Unlike popular belief that smoking cannabis can have a negative effect on asthma, studies seem to prove otherwise. U.S. study found that a small dose of THC can help treat asthma attack instantly. By extending the bronchus to prevent seizures and even stop them completely, in addition to THC when consumed in small doses regularly, using drip under the tongue or frizz seems that he takes care to anesthetize the sensitive areas in the throat and nose irritation causes seizures. So basically you can totally prevent future asthma attacks. Treats psychiatric disorders. Several clinical studies failed to prove that THC is responsible for a drastic change in mood, positive change more accurately. People diagnosed with various mental illnesses recover and heal observed during prolonged therapy and regular in THC. In addition, there are many other reports from sources not authorized participants arguing in favor of THC. Seems to cannabinoids like THC directly treat various anxiety disorders, also SUNS, bipolar disorders and dysthymia. If we look at the symptoms of diseases such as dysthymia, we can see that cannabis actually specialized in their care, such as treatment of poor appetite, loss of sleep, fatigue, lack of energy and mental difficulties such as loss of hope, low self-esteem and general depression. Protects against devastating infections. If you have not heard the term oxidative stress, you're lucky. The basic level of oxidative stress is a condition where there is an imbalance between free radicals and antioxidants in the body. It may sound like gibberish, but this situation poses no small danger, when in fact the main concern is causing irreparable damage to body cells. Contrary to popular belief, THC has several positive effects in these situations, especially in the brain. While many drug harm and mshit the brain, THC is considered a cure, which means it protects the conditions of the brain from the accumulated damage caused by these situations and promotes the growth of new brain cells through a process known as neurogenesis. This effect was first discovered in 2005 by researchers at the University Saskatchewan. Relieves insomnia. Many insomnia patients indicate that no other cannabis gives them a good quality sleep more. Well, many studies conducted in sleep labs can accept the argument that cannabis relieves insomnia number of parameters, among them reducing the time to fall asleep, and shorter REM sleep. Blur, which gives THC, treats severe sleeping problems, chronic insomnia, SUNS-like illness, insomnia, and as a substitute for natural chemical pills offered to all public patients. Severe painkiller. Pain is a feeling of suffering, often indicating tissue injury. Pain at a specific point as evidenced by a malfunction or specific treatment of the body malfunction. Many pain relief are not easy and require the patient to consume a rich cocktail of pills. However, although we do not need studies to give confirmation of this, studies have already shown that THC sense of levitation and deep sedation accompanies full of pain, relieving even the most difficult. THC is absorbed through receptors in the endocannabinoid system in the body and then spreads to the bloodstream and the body cavity, thereby allowing relief of joint pain, prevent seizures, migraines and other evasion. Handles post-trauma. Israeli studies have confirmed that regular consumption of THC can cure patients with PTSD. To understand why, we'll try to get to the bottom. Many people with PTSD experience the same traumatic event every day. It appears without warning at any time during their daily routine, wakes them from their sleep, suddenly returns at breakfast and even the middle of the party. Painful memory is always present, until the arrival of THC. As you know, one of the short-term effects of THC is temporarily interrupted short-term memory, Interference experienced hikers with PTSD patients who have distressing thoughts remission. Relieves nausea and vomiting. Nausea and vomiting are the uncontrollable effects that accompany all cancer patients during chemotherapy. Usually they stem from the body's natural desire to detoxify inserted into the process of chemotherapy, as already we know that THC helps to cope with the presence of toxins. THC flows throughout the body by the circulatory system until arriving at the digestive system, where its presence is manifested in stimulation of hunger by increased activity of bacterial stomach. The result is a fundamental strengthening of the patient's body through the integration, balanced diet. Eye addresses. Eye diseases such as glaucoma or cataracts are characterized by symptoms such as intraocular pressure, which causes degeneration and death of nerve located in the eye. It turns out there is no cure for these diseases, but using THC patients can regain their sight. Eye diseases and delay the progress of the disease. Studies conducted in the 70s directly confirmed that cannabis and THC in particular relieve the symptoms suffered by the majority of glaucoma patients. Infections such as HIV weakens. In a study of monkeys over a period of 17 months found that THC has the ability to decrease infections such as HIV and more than that also repair damage caused by these infections. Study observed that the monkeys who received regular doses of THC were significantly benefit the situation and have been bolstered immune system. HIV spreads by infecting and ultimately killing immune cells. However, the researchers saw a rise in healthy immune cells after receiving THC. Cure addictions. According to recent studies found that THC can cure dependence of hard drug addicts as cocaine, heroin, alcohol and prescription drugs. It seems that the two main aspects of addicts, physical rehab process as well as mental separation process, becomes simpler and easier for the patient. In fact, during the curing addiction usually no synchronization between mind and body, while the mind is willing to release the dependency, however another body bound in chains of addiction, but THC gives gradual cushions the lack of concordance between the two aspects.